What is the difference between spirituality and religion?
Great question. So, through the lens of science, spirituality and religion can go hand in hand and do for many people. About two-thirds of people will say, I'm spiritual and I am religious, but they are not the same thing. Religion, whether I'm Hindu or Catholic or Muslim or Jewish, religion, the texts, the ceremonies, the practices, these are gifts. They're gifts of our parents and grandparents. We might choose a faith tradition. Religion is 100% environmentally transmitted. Text, ceremony, teaching, community. Spirituality is innate. Every human being is born with a capacity for spiritual life. But spirituality is 1/3 innate, 2/3 environmentally formed, cultivated. So we have to say yes to it and do our part. Everyone's spiritual. It's not a question of, am I spiritual or if I'm spiritual? It's how do I wish to cultivate my spirituality? How do I wish to build this natural gift? For some people, it's through deep service. Mother Teresa had profound mystical experiences, and then they stopped. And for the second half of her life, her spiritual life was entirely through service, relational spirituality. Some people experience profound spirituality in how they care for other people or fellow living beings, animals, and the planet. 1/3 of people have mystical experiences, a visitation from an ancestor, or they see or feel or hear the presence of God or Mary. There is some profound experience that is life-changing that they know in their heart to be real, a deep index of knowing.
If we want to have one of those, what can we do?
Mystical experiences tend to show up as they are intended, as they come from perhaps the other side, if you will. But what we can do is when we have such an experience, pause and really take note, be grateful, honor, ask what it means. Sometimes we have mystical experiences and they get shut off and set aside. And I happen to know, a very well-known grief expert who had a profound mystical experience around grief but never told anybody. Putting these experiences aside can cut off what was intended perhaps to be an opening in our lives. And children very often have mystical experiences. Children are spiritually aware. Children, if we really listen, will say profound, jaw-dropping spiritual things. And we don't need to have a great answer as a parent to simply honor, hold space, say, wow. Let them know that's real, that matters. Our relationship goes there. And maybe we even have language for it. If your child comes up to you and says, I had this experience that grandma showed up, grandma who's passed, grandma's spirit showed up. Wow, grandma really loves you. Do you feel like she's watching over you? A teenager will often say, I had this mystical experience where all the universe was in a single blade of grass. If our teen says that to us, wow, that may really open up to have meaning in your life. Wow, thank you for telling me. Hold the space. We talk about that. It's real. Give it language. When we do that, it's the most profound message we can possibly send as mothers. It's saying that the spiritual reality exists and you are capable of tapping it.
Do you think that religion has been a net positive or a net negative for the world?
I think that religion can cultivate our natural spirituality. 2/3 of people say I'm spiritual and I'm religious. So this inborn capacity, which could be cultivated in nature or through service, can also be very well cultivated through religion. The only question is the religion being practiced in a way that aligns with our natural spirituality? Is it loving and holding? Is it guiding? Does it never leave anyone alone? And there are plenty of times that religion indeed does support natural spirituality. And then there's some times where it's not religion per se, but perhaps the torchbearer. We don't make the fire. The fire is divine. We carry it. And when a torchbearer does not walk the walk, there can be a tendency to throw away the flame. And when people have religious or spiritual struggles, it's very often because they've met a foibled torchbearer.